What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so before I get into the news in Iraq, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm just curious about your guys' input. Some of you guys might know more about this than I do. Anyways, I was given these packages of this organic sofa, and so I started taking it. It had been a couple 3 weeks ago. Started taking it like I'm supposed to, according to the instructions. And man, call me crazy, but this crap is well, I want to call it crap. It's making my fingernails grow like crazy and my hair grow like crazy. Um, in addition to that, yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better. So I have to look more into this. But what do you guys know about organic sulfur? Because it definitely perks up my day, gives me a lot of energy, and is making my fingernails grow like crazy, as well as my hair. And the funny thing is, because I'm from the healthcare industry, you think I know about this, but I got to look into this. Anyways, I was just wondering what you guys, if anybody knows anything about that out there, um, what your thought was on that. But definitely, yeah, I was just thinking about this morning. I just cut my damn nails and already they're long. So, anyway, sorry about that sidebar. Look, you guys, let's get into the precious metals, man. I don't know if you're paying attention to the market. You have got to watch my gold videos. The reason for that is I just did a video last night, and in there I'm showing everybody that these huge hedge funds, these wealthy people, pension funds, all of a sudden are all making a quick move towards silver. And then I also showed you in one of the videos that people are saying you guys need to pay attention to what's going on in the comics. They're running out of precious metals. And so the comics has now doubled the amount of people in which they get their precious metals from. So it's very interesting. In other words, they're not able to keep up with the demand. This is good for all of us who are holding on to precious metals. So if you're thinking about precious metals, or you've been kind of, I don't know, procrastinating, please give our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link will be in the description. I highly recommend you get over there and get some if you can. All right, if you get more than $100 worth of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. We like free. Anyways, Pimpy's Investment Chat, it's the same name as the YouTube channel. In here we talk about investment opportunities, including silver, gold, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. No politics. Bring that over to here. Over here you can talk about politics, QAnon, current events, things that people would consider to be a conspiracy, like 9/11, false flag events. You know what I mean? Bring that all over here, okay? So just be respectful of one another. I do have a Twitter account. The link will be in the description. Come on over there and join me. All right, let's get into Iraq. So there's a lot of things happening in Iraq, but you can almost sum it all up fairly shortly, you know what I mean? Because a lot of it's redundant. It's what we've been watching for, and watch it. It's still good news. Again, I just don't want people to get immune to the good news. This isn't good news, of course. So 3 rockets fell on Baghdad International Airport. Again, I said this before, and I'll say it again. I just don't understand this strategy. If you have if Iran and these Iranian-backed armed gangs want the United States out of Iraq, why the hell would you continue to attack them? All you're going to do is piss off Trump, and instead of him leaving, he's just going to come after you full bore. So I just don't understand this rationality of thinking. You know, I guess they want to have that impression like, look, we chased the Americans out of there. No, you didn't chase anything. They left. Okay, so let's just get that over with. Anyways, 3 rockets fell on the airport. Let's see here. The rockets fell on the Baghdad International Airport Sunday. 1 fell on a wheeled garage, a civilian airport, damaging 4 civilian wheels. I like how they word these. And was found that they were, so nonetheless, nobody died, just some property was damaged, is all it came down to. So it's funny because I remember telling you guys, not a few videos back, that, holy Toledo, man, Iraq sure has a lot of damn holidays. Well, I guess they must have been watching my videos again. I'm only kidding, but after the National Day, a new law in Iraq to reduce a month of holidays. So they have to get together and they're going to write down what they would consider official holidays. They're saying that they have way too many of them and it's affecting their economies. You know what I mean? So they have to find a way to reduce, sit with religious leaders and government officials and decide which ones can be bypassed for the most part. In other words, you have to reduce a month's worth of holidays. So that is funny. When I saw this, I said, yeah, obviously don't watch my videos. I was just joking, but I mean, it's funny how I just did a video saying that they had way too many damn holidays. It seemed like, and now they're looking to reduce it by 30 days. Nice. Okay, so here's what's going on. The Iraq Parliament challenges the Rona in announcement of agenda tomorrow. So Parliament is having an issue because a lot of the members reportedly are dealing with being infected by the Rona. So there's a lot of fear about people coming in to do their job, and so they're trying to figure out how to tackle this. But on their agenda, as usual, are all the different laws that need to be passed especially regarding the elections. So that's being talked about all over again. And then also the Parliament already let people know that they're not going to pass any more borrowing laws. You know what I mean? We need to get rocking and rolling here. I think this is a good indication that you're going to see a lot of pressure on doing what they need to do to the Iraqi rate sooner than later. We also know that they're in there and they're going to be meeting about the 2020 budget, believe it or not. So they're trying to hurry up and get that taken care of. That will handle, let's see here, the months of October, November, September, October, December. I didn't say anything about November, which is weird. So it's for this month, the remainder of this month, I'm guessing, and then October, December. And then also what they need to get ironed out and put in there as far as the proposal for the 2020 agreement. I told you guys this before. What's really holding that up is this agreement between Erbil and Baghdad. And my understanding is they got everything pretty much ironed out. So let's see where it goes from there. Miss Blasshart's been there. She's been really busy. She's met with quite a few people over there. And of course, they're talking about all the same things. What they need for security, how the United Nations and Iraq can work with one another where Iraq needs help. Most importantly, they're focusing on these elections. This election is very, very important. That's coming up next year. So the security of it, the transparency of it, making sure that it's fair and free, you know what I mean? So Miss Blasshart's over there. I love when she's there because I always feel like after she leaves, we're going to see some major announcements. Doesn't always happen, but it's always exciting when she is there. She's our friend. She's our buddy, both long-term, short-term investment-wise. Okay, so she's been there meeting with all the people and discussing what they need to do to all work together. And that includes between Erbil and Baghdad, all right? So again, look at here it is, Iraq government discussing the 2020 budget. Okay, so they want to help get that out of the way, but also at the same time, they want to give the promotions and a raise to their employees. Well, I say, hell yeah, good Lord, they don't pay these people sometimes for years, as according to their news articles, which is really weird. So anyways, I want to get these guys in this 2020 budget, they want to give them raises, give these people promotions, so they can then add that into the 2021 budget. So I think this is the reason why they want to hurry up and rush and get the remainder of 2020 knocked out, to make sure that anything that they're going to be voting on or discussing for 2021 will be in that budget that's carried over from the 2020 budget. Okay, so anyways, we are keeping an eye on this agreement, making sure it is hammered out. Al-Abbasi begins his visit in Kurdistan by meeting with Barzani and discussing several files. And with them, it's pretty much the same thing. Security, needs, how to deal with the Rona, social justice, and also making sure that everybody is prepared for this early election that is coming up. All right, so they're obviously focusing in on the things that we've been talking about for quite some time. We just, the thing is, if when we talk about it over and over, and my concern is, because from time to time, when I go in there, I read it, I go, it's almost the same thing. But I don't want to get discouraged myself by it, because it is good news. All right, all of it is good news. We're seeing more now than ever. A lot more positive movement towards achieving our goals, both long-term, short-term, with Iraq than ever before. I thought 2019 was really kicking, but no, 2020 is way ahead of that ballgame. Anyways, Ms. Blasshart met with Al-Academia, of course. That was good. So in the meeting, they witnessed what they said. The meeting said the way to enhance cooperation between Iraq and the United Nations in order to reach the electoral process in the best and honest, expressive way of the will of the Iraqi people. So this is what I'm talking about. They're talking about same thing, how to deal with the Rona, how the United Nations can help Iraq, security, dealing with ISIS, dealing with the Rona. You know what I mean? So it's all the same things. It's good. So it looks like everybody is on the same page. We just need to start seeing progress. Okay, so the International Coalition talks about the formation of 4 coordination centers between Peshmerga and the army in the conflicted areas, which is good because it adds a lot of security to the border, where the border areas are. As a matter of fact, in the article not too far behind it, there it is. So there's the International Coalition announces the implementation of 35,000 airstrikes against ISIS in Iraq and Syria and praises the Peshmerga. So good. Again, they're doing what they can. All the things that outside investors, international community, as well as the United Nations are looking for. Doing something about ISIS, doing something about the corruption, doing something about your economy. You know what I mean? Doing something about the budgets, doing something about the election. That's what I was thinking of, election for next year. Okay, so they're all out of the way. According to this article, the Iraqi bank sector is witnessing good growth during the current stage, despite the Rona. This is good for me because I own stock in these companies, so whenever I see this, I get happy. For those of you who have bought into the ISX and those groups, congratulations. We like to see this type of news, all right? And we can only expect it to get better as Iraq and the world opens up from the Rona. In case you're not paying attention, here in the United States, we have one state going full bore anti-mask. They're passing laws right now. They're tired of this lockdown. They're opening up an entire state. Over the weekend, we've seen so far in several states, Trump boat parades, and people are out there enjoying the water, enjoying the beaches, but I couldn't help but notice these were all in Republican-held states, which means, you know, quarantine's fairly done for them. And it's unfortunate because, you know, in a lot of places like me, I live in liberal hell, which is California. We're still a little bit on lockdown. But look, over here, it looks like they're doing the same thing, okay? So that's what I'm looking for. Again, a lot of the same things. Here's what I was talking about before. Parliamentary finance will not allow renewal of borrowing. I'm thinking we're to a point now where they're securing the borders. They're collecting the fees. We saw that in the ports. Remember that? They set a pretty good dang record for one day grabbing the fees. So it looks like, you know, there shouldn't be any reason or excuse for borrowing anymore. All we need to do is just change the rate and let's get her going. All right, you guys. So again, it's pretty much the same thing. You know what I mean? Nothing, I mean, it's exciting, but it's the same thing they're talking about at the present moment. So nothing, definitely nothing worth riding home to at the present moment other than just stay positive, you guys. We'll keep an eye on it. They're already rocking and rolling. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed for this week, man. I really am. All right, you guys, that's it. Sorry there wasn't anything way more exciting than that, but it's still exciting to me, both for long-term and short-term. For those of you in the ISX and those groups, you should be really happy whenever you hear any kind of good news regarding banks because those groups are into the bank stocks. All right, that's it for now. If you're not a subscriber, please do so because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. I'll catch you later.